This set came from me being creatively stuck. I kept building sets that were boxes, and I felt like that was limiting my creativity. So I set out to create something brand new. And the first obvious step I took was to design a set that wasn't inside a box. And I couldn't really come up with anything that was really speaking to me. So then I was like, whoa, what if I warped the walls to make the walls of these boxes I usually make look like it's squeezing into a subject? And so I sketched that out and bam, like it was there, I was ready to go. I started on the computer so that I could get the shape exactly the way I wanted to. And I knew that a future step was me sending it to my CNC machine to cut the shape perfectly. My CNC machine only cuts 29 inches long, and I needed to make walls that were much longer than that. And so I sat on the idea for a while. I was gonna use a jigsaw, I was going to do all different ideas, but then I landed on this concept of creating the walls and floors in pieces, and then lasering out gussets to connect the pieces together. Once the CNC machine was finished cutting, I had to break off all the tabs that the CNC puts to hold the wood together, and then I needed to sand every single piece down. And there was a ton of pieces, so it was very repetitive.
David's building the floor of the set right now, and you might be able to tell already, but the floor is actually going to bend.
The walls were really difficult to make because I wish that I had a bigger CNC machine to get the length of that shape because it felt like it was a little weak. So I really had to reinforce everything. Yeah, but you could like split, you know, like yeah. It really is like kind of, and you can push right here.
We are heading to the wood store right now to get some Bendy plywood.
Bendy plywood is basically Luan with all of the grain going the same direction so that it can bend. The hardest part of the set was the floor because the floor needed more structure to hold the weight of the model. So I ended up putting a ton of bracing in it. I'm about to cut some bendy plywood for the ceiling. When I saw the walls and floors all put together, my mind was just absolutely blown because it like literally did the effect that I wanted it to do. And I could just see in my mind using a wide angle, like a 10mm in that set, how it was gonna exaggerate all of the feelings and really give the warpy vibe that I wanted. I wanted to shoot this set two different ways. I wanted it to shoot it from afar, a bit of wide, and so I put facing on all the flats so that it would look like a photograph matte. And then I knew if we put the camera in the set past the walls so close to the subject that it would just totally like warp out the whole situation. So to pick the paint color, we found a dress at a thrift store, and it was that yellow-green color that Jada and I always debate. Is it green? Is it yellow? And so we were instantly drawn to it because there was tension within that color just from trying to agree on what that was. And we went to the paint store, picked out the paint color, and Jada saw a gold color that went perfectly with it, and that like was a new obsession for us. Like, wow, you can get paint that's gold? You're like, that's wild. Originally, we were gonna do the floor and the ceiling the same color and the walls a different color, but Jada really, really wanted to do striping. And so we had a debate for a little bit.
I wanted stripes because I wanted there to be as many leading lines as possible to really accentuate the curves of the set.
We just got into the studio and we still have a little bit more painting to do. We want to do a striping pattern on the set. So we're about to start figuring that out now.
I never really liked doing stripes because it's a lot of tedious measurement and taping. and I get a little antsy while I do it. So I really tried to take a second and just be one with that part of the project and calm myself down. Whoa.
Whoa, those are crazy.
This is cool.
Yeah, you like it?
I lit the set a little differently than I normally do. I really wanted to have a little bit of a glow, so I made the back wall be about 3/4 of an inch off the entire set, and I shined some light back there. And the whole rest of the set was a high key setup, so I just used some soft boxes and blasted a ton of light from the Nanlites. All right, got all that set up. The model gets here in like 40 minutes, so I have a little bit more time so I can just like, slow down.
We'll get you in the set and then I'll explain the shoot.
Whoa, you're actually so right.
Isn't it wild feeling in there?
Crazy once you get in here.
The inspiration of this photo shoot was really about control. That's where it came from, of like the world and different situations bringing different circumstances to you that kind of force you to adjust yourself within a space. So I think you're actually like in a great pose to start. We'll start like a little softer. So just kind of seated right there and maybe just press up on your tippy toes a little bit to get some like nice arch in your feet. Amazing, oh, that's great. Like kind of pushing up, like, yeah, that's so cool. I started this shoot with some basic poses because this set was so weird. Holding any pose inside that space, just a basic pose, is hard. So it gave our model a chance to get warmed up, but it also kind of gave me an opportunity to feel out the space and understand how I could manipulate her body inside of it. You truly feel like this is a space you're so familiar with, and all of a sudden the wall is warping in, the floor is coming up, you're completely freaked out, it's running through your body, you're getting a little panicky, you're like, is this just me or other people experiencing this too? These walls are coming in, how close are they gonna get to me? Raise your chin up just a little bit, extend your neck a little bit more, beautiful. I love shooting with the 10 to 20 millimeter lens. This is like such a cool lens. I wanna share it with you so we can like play with this together. So, you know how usually when you shoot like really wide angle, it kind of makes things that are closer to the edges look like big? Yeah, so this lens auto corrects the fisheye, so there's no like warp, it just makes things look long.
Yeah.
There you go, that's great. And then can you even pull the other leg forward too? Can you like do that at the same time? You're looking up right there. I like to create very vivid, specific scenarios for our models because it helps give like stronger emotional reactions during the shoot. Okay, and now let's pretend like, so you've been living in this warpy world for a while, okay? You've accepted this warpy world is your world. So I wanna get you in a position where your arms look elongated, everything looks weird, and then I just want you to look so bored. Like you're uncomfortable, you're tired of being stuck in this space. It is all about frustration and annoyance. And oh yeah, that looks really cool with one leg forward a little bit more. That looks awesome. Okay, and then what if your other hand comes towards you and we have both nails kind of like digging into the wall right there, yeah. And like almost like you feel like you're being like sucked back into this weird world and you're like, no, like you're fighting against it. Like, like you're going into this really terrifying hole. Yep, take deep breaths, you're hyperventilating. This is getting like so intense. Oh, whoa, oh. That looks wild. Actually, maybe even if you pull up on the dress on one side so I can actually see your knee a little bit, yeah. And just point your toes, press up right there, yeah. Oh, that looks so wild. And like really feel that in your body, like it's a tense pose, like you're fighting against these walls, pressing in. I get so excited whenever we have a bendy model who can do some crazy poses inside these sets. Whoa, whoa. Okay, drop your head down a little bit. Yeah, oh my gosh, that's so fucking cool. There you go, keep moving your head around. Yeah, hold it there, straight at the camera, big eyes, open mouth, like, ah, there you go. A little weird with them, yeah, oh yeah, bending it over. Okay, now that's looking really cool. I don't know how hard this pose is to hold, but probably very hard. There you go. You're so annoyed, you're like, oh, this is just terrible. Back towards the camera, awesome. You've been holding this pose forever now. You're so worn out, you're exhausted, it's all drooping down. Gosh, you hate this tiny little space, it's so frustrating. I was blown away by the photos that we took during this shoot. They were trippy, they were surreal, it was everything I wanted.
So the shoot was awesome. We had the perfect model to be Bendy within this world. It blew my mind, all the poses she could do. Jada crushed it. She had a narrative that she really wanted to push, and it was amazing. And the end results were just really awesome and warpy. So yeah, I really enjoyed that shoot. I think it's awesome. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Be sure to like this video and subscribe.